2, 1. So we need 100%. 3, pencil down. 2, 1. All right. So yesterday we started working on paired passages. Who can remember what was the first thing we did when we got this paired passage packet? What was our first step? Take a look at the packet if you need to remind yourself. Rita, what was the first step?
The first step was to read the first passage, and then the second was to go and answer the question for the first passage. And then
So we read the first passage, and then Rena already told us that step 2 was to answer question 3 about the first passage. What did we do next? Raphael, what did we do after we answered question 3? After we answered the question about the first passage, what did we do? So as we were answering the question, we eliminated wrong answer, but after we were done answering that question, what did we do? After we found the evidence for the correct answer, we were all done with the question. After we finished the question, what did we do? We already gave evidence. All right, look. We read the first passage. Then we went and we answered the question that went with the first passage. Then, where did we go? The second passage, exactly. Awesome. 2 snaps for Raphael for pushing. 1, 2. So step 3 is to read the second passage. After we read, what do we do, Aaron?
After we go to the questions and answers.
So, which question is about the second passage only? Take a look. Look at your questions. Emily turned back. Hanan's opening up to the questions. Which question is about the second passage only, Norm?
number 6 is about the second passage.
Number 6 says, what statement best expresses the theme of this tale? Who can put that in their own words? Everybody's hand should be in the air because you all just answered this question, and I know that you all wrote it in your own words. Eric, how can you put this question in your own words?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Which best describe the theme of the tale?
Which best describes the theme of the tale? Okay, that's pretty close to the original question. Can we make it even more in our own words? Emily? What is the author trying to teach us? Because we know that a theme is what?
Lesson.
Brandon?
It's a lesson or a message that the author trying to tell you.
Okay. And then after we put the question in our own words, where do we need to go? What do we do, Ibrahim?
When you put the question in your own words, you go back, you read the answers. You go back to the text.
You go back to the text. What is the theme of this story? What's the theme of the story? 3 princes. They were trying to find the most wonderful thing in the kingdom. For Princess Carmelita. What was the message? What did we learn from that? Lock it up with the partner. Remind your partner what we learned from this story about the princes. Go. The answer's not here. It's in your head.
What's the people give to want to give
Which prince do you
Which
want?
prince is going to marry what prince who what prince is costing
Okay, that's what happened, but that's not what you learned.
Oh, what I learned is that what I learned is that
Thank help each other. Okay. Raphael, what did you learn?
One person wondered. It was
But she, but if you read the text, that no. So they want to give her a gift.
Raphael, listen to the conversation. I'm going to come back to you, so listen carefully. With a hand, you can tell me, what did you learn from this text? I heard Ibrahim saying something smart. He said, if you read the text, it told you that he was going back to the text. What did this text teach us? You all just talked about it with partners, so I should see a lot of hands, because I know that you know. Kenya, what did this text teach you? Hands, put your hands down. Sit up. Go ahead.
This text taught me that
Kenya. Who married the princess? Who married the princess? Prince Juan. What was Prince Juan like? We're still with Kenya. What was Prince Juan like? I love that she's going back. You should all be going back and looking in case Kenya needs help. Why did you choose Juan? What was he like? Aaron found it. Emily and Eric and Rita found it. You got this, Kenya. Send her energy.
he wouldn't speak about the
What wonderful thing does Princess Carmelita say that Juan has? She says he already possessed the most wonderful thing in the kingdom. What did he have? A gentle and unselfish spirit. So what can we learn from Prince Juan? Because he's the one who won the prize, right? He's the star of the story. Roberto, and back here, Norm. He got everything he wanted. What can we learn from him? You should always be gentle and unselfish. So what is the theme? Raphael, what's the theme? What's the theme of the story? Hang on, Raphael, because your friends are not looking at you. Rena, sit like a scholar. Awesome. Okay, so we went back to the text. Now we need to read the answer choices. Hanan, what does A say? What does answer choice A say for question 6? I love that everyone's flipping back to question 6 really fast. What is A, Hanan? Roberta, what is B?
Being the most wonderful thing in the world is the freedom to go where you want.
Okay. Aaron, what's C?
the most wonderful thing in the world is knowledge.
Knowledge. And Eric, D.
He says the most wonderful thing in the world is so
Help. So some of these are pretty silly. Some we can cross right off. What's one we can eliminate right away, Emily?
B.
Why can we eliminate B right away?
Because we're not talking about freedom.
Neither of these stories is about freedom. That doesn't really make any sense. Let's cross it off.
Okay.
else can we cross off, Raphael? Why can we cross off C? Neither of these stories talks about knowledge. Knowledge is things you know. None of these stories talk about that. Cross it right off. Okay, so we're down to A and D. A and D. Who thinks they know the right answer? Oh, man. A lot of right answers in this room. Ibrahim, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is A.
A. Why is the correct answer A?
Can you give me a point home?
Why is the correct answer A?
I choose D first, then I A.
Interesting. So why did you initially think it was D?
I thought it was D because the princess was sick, so since she
Not if you also thought that for a second. The princess was sick, so maybe the theme is about health and getting sick. That was a tricky one. Why is it not D though? Why is it not D, Brandon?
It's not D because it's not talking about the world is health. It's not talking about how the world is really. The most important thing is health. It's mostly talking about how they act.
Okay, so Brandon said mostly, right? It does talk a little bit about health, but the universal lesson that we learn isn't mostly about health. Ibrahim, why is the answer A?
The answer is A because the what's that called the answer is A because Prince Kwan was not unselfish, and I think he didn't because I think one part of the story they were arguing that I have the best.
So Prince Juan was not unselfish? Go back to 43, paragraph 43. Can you told us, what can you tell us? Nora.
Told us that Prince John was guilty and unselfish.
So Prince Juan was gentle and unselfish. So was Prince Juan unselfish or not unselfish?
Not
Look at 43. Go back to 43.
Oh, unselfish.
He was unselfish. Okay, so why is A the correct answer to question 6?
A is the correct answer to number 6 because he was selfish
Okay, because Juan was unselfish. Perfect. Awesome. Question number 8. What do we need to do first to answer question number 8? Roberta, what do we need to do first?
What we need to do first in question number 8 is that
It's not important.
what we have to do in question number 8 is that we need to go back.
Before we go back to the text, what do we do first? What do we do first? Fix it, Roberta.
What we have to do first is read the question and rewrite the question by your own words.
Right, put it in our own words. So, Aaron, read question 8.
There it says riches.
Question 8?
Oh, that just said that. My bad. Both of these tales place high value on.
Both of these tales place high value on. What is value? What does value mean? Hang on. Means what? Lesson? Rena, what does value mean?
Value is like here and kid, we just like bring good stuff, and then now this is asking like return on this answer choose that the story relate to one of these.
Okay, so you did 2 things, right? Rena gave me an example of a value. She said the value is brain growth. But Rena, I'm asking you, What is a value? What is a value? What does value mean? Say it louder. Can you hear us?
Like which thing from this like relates to the
Okay, relates, something that relates, or something you said stands out. So value might mean a lesson, it might mean stands out. Anybody else have guesses about what value might mean? Brandon?
I think value is how much it costs.
How much something costs? Aaron, what can you add?
You're probably talking like, what is the most important thing you have to do?
What is the most important? Value sometimes does mean how expensive something is or how much it's worth. It also, if something is valuable, it's special, it's important, it stands out. So who can put this question in their own words? Put the question in your own words. Raphael.
What is the place high value on these two tails?
What is placed high value on in these two tails? Okay, can we make it a little simpler? Because that sounds a lot like the original question. It's a good start. I want it to be so easy for me to answer. Emily.
What are both tails?
What are both tails mostly about? Okay, Ibrahim.
I wrote what is in both texts.
What is in both texts, Nor?
I wrote which of these have the high value.
Which of these have the high value or which is important in both texts? Awesome. So we need to go back to the text. Thinking back to the text, looking back at the text, what is really important in the first passage? What is really important in the first passage? Remember, it was about the poor man and the wise man. What was really important, Rena?
the first
Okay, hang on. Sit up. Yep. What was really important?
the first session what was important was the wise man was helping another that was poor and which is helping each other.
Okay, they were helping each other. And in the most wonderful thing in the kingdom, what was really important? Eric, what was really important in that story?
Lizard, nothing like everything, help poor guy.
So you're thinking about the first story. I'm asking about the second passage. The most wonderful thing in the kingdom. There were 3 princes and a princess. Do you remember? What was really important in that story? Remember when we went back to the text? We knew that the first passage, it was really important to help others. And the second text, it was really important to be kind. Eric told us it was really important to be kind. So why would B be the right answer? So you can start the sentence by reading the question. Say it out loud. Because. Who helps others in the first story, Raphael? Oh, I love it. He's going back to his text. Everybody should be looking for the answer just in case Raphael needs help. The wise man helps others. Okay, so we know that that's important. And then in the second story, who's helping others? Awesome. Keep looking. You can find something at the very end. The very end of the story, you're going to find out who's helping others. everybody should be looking for the answer just in case. Is Prince Enrique helping others? Is Prince Gordo helping others? I love the energy you guys are giving. So who is helpful? In paragraph 43, who is helpful and unselfish? Who is helpful in paragraph 43? Can somebody read 43 out loud? Me, Nor. Read 43 out loud. Listen carefully, Raphael.
No one has asked me for I want to know the substance is sitting on. I chose one, she said, taking his hand. He has always possessed the most wonderful thing in the kingdom, a gentle, unselfish spirit.
A gentle and selfish spirit. So who does the princess say is the most helpful? Juan. So we know that Juan is very gentle and selfish. He cares about others. He helps others. And that's really important. So why is B the answer to question 8? Sum it all up for us. Remember, Raphael, to answer the question, you say, because in the first story, okay, and what did Juan do? Perfect. Guys, let's do a celebration for Raphael because I really pushed you hard, right?
Yes.
And I put you on the spot. And he rocked it and figured it out and did an awesome job. What celebration do you want? A college? Are you guys ready to be so loud? I'm going to open the door so that everybody in the hallway can hear us. Get set. Nan is already ready. Go. Awesome job. Guys, one quick note. That noise that you make that's like, ah, that sound is reserved for if you're being murdered. If someone is killing you, then you can make that noise, ah, right? Otherwise, we just shout with our regular talking voice. So you can do it really loud, wait, Will, right? But it's not, wait, right? But that is if you are dying in the street and you need the police to save you.
It's when I yell, it starts to go into like
You
that.
gotta figure it out, bud, because that literally to me says like, oh no, a student is being killed. I should like go into lockdown mode. You understand? Like I'm gonna call 911 because I hear someone screaming so much that I think they're getting murdered. Does that make sense? We save that voice for if you're in actual trouble. Celebrations can be like level 4, like, right? Okay. I think we earned a brain break. Everybody stand up. stretch. So as we reach up, we're gonna go, right? Like really light. On your mark, get set. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And now, as we touch the ground, we're gonna go, ah. Okay, stand back up with a big sniff.
Go back to your original voice.
Third time's the charm. Sniff, sniff. Take a seat, take a seat. So, I am passing out a new packet. As soon as you get your packet, start writing down the steps of paired passages in the places they tell you to go. So wherever step 1 tells you to go there and write step 1. Wherever step 2 tells you to go there and write step 2. Where step 3 tells you to go there and write step 3. Where step 4 tells you to go there and write step 4. As soon as you get your packet, start writing down the steps. 10. 9. You should know this by heart now. You should be so fast because you know the steps by heart. 8. 7. Perfect. I see a lot of people writing step 1. 6. Get there. Flip fast to step 2. 5.
Step 2, where are you?
4. What step goes there, Eric? Yep, Eric is already way ahead of us on step 3.
Me too. I'm on 4. I'm on 4.
3.
I'm done.
I see 2 thumbs.
Done.
2. Raphael is thinking carefully. And
All done.
1. Oh, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Where did you write step 1 with a hand? Where did you write step 1, Brandon?
Step 1, next to Mr. Lincoln's dog.
Yep, next to the first passage, you should say step 1. Where does step 2 take you? Where does step 2 take you, Hanan? Which questions? All the questions? I'm going to answer all the questions for step 2. Which questions, Hanan? The questions for passage 1. Flip there. Tell me what number question is about passage 1. What number question is about passage 1? You're on step 2. What's the number of the question that is about passage 1 only? Rena, what's that number?
1.
Question number 1. How do you know that question number 1 is about passage 1? What tells you that, Nor?
There are 2 ways I know. First, right here it says answer the following question based on Mr. Lincoln's dog.
Perfect. That's all we need. You know because the directions say answer the following questions based on passage 1. After you answer that question, where is step 3 taking you? Where do you need to go for step 3, Eric?
Step 3, we should go to the second passage.
The second passage. Perfect. And step 4, Raphael? Abe's whiskers. Perfect. So Raphael used the directions to figure out which question was about passage 2 only. And then I love that Emily is updating hers to make sure that she is getting the correct steps down on paper. Step 5, final step. Roberto, where is it?
Step 5 is on question 5 and 6.
5 and 6. What do 5 and 6 ask you to do? Ibrahim?
Question 5 and 6 ask you to compare and contrast.
Compare and contrast. We know that any questions that are about both passages more are going to ask you to compare and contrast. You guys have about 25 minutes to show me what you can do on paratassals. This is going to be your grade for this week. You got your progress reports. That was your grade for last week. This is your grade for this week. So finish your work with quality. I will play music. I will put up the time. 25 minutes by yourself to show Miss Bowers and to show me what you know. Go.